This is Heartworm. I was following this game on social media for a hot minute, and it released a few months ago. I wanted to check it out. The traditional, any progress on MS Paint? So I did get canvas size, but I'm still in BK mode. I even went out of logic, apparently. Which I didn't know was a thing. You can apparently go out of logic in the MS Paint by being too accurate. It basically just means I'm like futzing with as many colors as I have available to me and cheating it. So I'm at 66 of 65% completion right now. Okay. So we got a retro, right? Movement, tank, camera relative. I think I'm gonna do camera relative. Yeah, we'll do modern aiming as well. Normal. More healing, more ammo, enemies deal less damage. Challenge. We'll just do normal. Like that it shows you example. Me too. The clock strikes 4 a.m. p.m. p.m. a.m.
Hey, sorry you haven't heard from me in a while.
Speak up.
I've been busy trying to find out about this place.
What?
You're not gonna believe me, and I don't even know if I really believe it myself, but I guess a part of me must, because I'm going. It's far, on an abandoned road, a few miles from that power plant in the mountains. It was hard to find anything about
I will
it.
change the volume the second I can, chat.
I ended up in a chat room talking with people who know people who know people who've gone. They said a lot of crazy stuff, but the one thing that they all agreed on is that in that house, there's a room that can take you to the other side.
In the house, there's a room.
The people that you've lost again. The thing is, no one who's gone has ever come back, and that's why I'm writing you. Not for advice, not to get you to talk me out of going. Actually, by the time you read this, I'll already be there. I just wanted to let you know, in case I don't come back. That way you won't be wondering where I've gone. Either way, you don't have to worry about me anymore. I'm sorry, but I don't have any other choice. I just can't keep going on not knowing.
Have you played Fatal Frame? I've never played Fatal Frame. It's one of those franchises I've always wanted to check out. It's PM, chat. It's 4 p.m. We finally figured it out. Yeah, I've always wanted to play Fatal Frame, but never actually gave it a shot. Please let me adjust the volume. Moves you around. You can run by holding left or what is it, X? Using motor controls. Okay. We take the camera? Yes. Bang. Kind of like... I didn't apply it, Jeff. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, I'm like, I can't hear. I don't need anything else from the car. Oh shit, which way do we go? we run back.
Sometimes I wonder if I spend more time thinking about death than the average person. My grandfather died a while back. I know it happens to everyone, but it almost feels like I'm obsessed.
I feel like I think about death too often as well.
No matter what I try, my thoughts always circle back to the one thing I can't control: my own mortality. I came all the way out here not knowing if I'll get the answers I need. I just hope it's worth it.
Okay, there's a little house. I want to keep going this path, though. Oh, the road's out. The bridge is out. This isn't the way I needed to go anyways. Yeah, but there could be handgun ammo. I don't even know if there's a gun. I need to quit. My favorite lighter. Oh, and the classic Resident Evil doors. Love it. Oh, I can't use it for light. Okay. Some mirrors are too dark to see without help. You can use the camera flash without consuming ammo by not aiming and pressing right bumper. Oh, that's sick. That's great. There was this game called Visage or Visage. And there was a segment of the game where your only light source was a camera flash. It wasn't as generous as this, but it was like one of those. I'm like, this is so fucking good. And I was like, how are more games not doing this? So I'm happy, very happy to see it again. Pleasure Beach 2. It was darker than any night I could remember. The island was far off of the shore, there was no light pollution, and in almost no time I was wandering in the pitch blackness. It was cold, too. The breeze coming over the water contrasted heavily with the mild weather earlier that day. This is writing I would do, because I feel like when I write something, I cringe at myself, and it's giving me that same vibe. I didn't have much of a plan, but I knew if I was stuck, I would have to find a way to stay warm. I made my way back to the houses, which were much more terrifying in the night. I turned to look down the street and froze mid-step. I could barely see due to the lack of light. But it looked like another person was standing there, right in the middle of the street, staring at me, motionless. I tried to rationalize, but in the situation, my sanity was already being tested. I called out to them with a strained hello, praying to God it was just some teenager and not whatever nightmare my mind was conjuring. No response. No movement. Nothing. I looked around and noticed some of the windows in the attics and the houses looked like there was a dim light coming from them. Candles, maybe? But I had been here all day. I didn't see anyone. It didn't make any sense. As every possible scenario, none of which seemed to end well for me, raced through my mind, one rational thought broke out and reminded me, I have a camera. I could trigger the flash on the band without using the little film I had left to illuminate my surroundings. I was so scared I almost didn't want to. What if there really was something there and using my camera would only alert it to my presence? Finally, I pressed the flash trigger. Everything around me lit up and I saw nothing. The figure in the road was gone. The light coming from the windows, gone. It was just a silent, long dead town. And me. The rest of the night was uneventful. I used my camera flash to navigate the ruins, found the closest house with 4 intact walls, locked the door on one of the bedrooms, and fell asleep against the wall. I woke up the next morning, booked it back to the land bridge. I don't think I'll be going back to the pleasure house. Pleasure Beach. Pleasure Beach 2 is a Steam hentai game. Yo! Wow. Baritone, thank you for the raid. We just started Heartworm. We're checking it out. Them. Rose. Wait. Did I actually guess it? No, fuck. I wasn't supposed to. Okay, let's not go this way yet until we figure out what the code is. Cheater! I didn't cheat! I just was putting in random shit. Believe me, please. I outgamed the game. I just saw Rose. Okay, I'm assuming the front door is going to be locked then if we got in there. Oh, there was a shiny right here. Pleasure Beach 1. I finally went to explore the Pleasure Beach today. It had been on my list forever, and the forecast was perfect. But unsurprisingly, I ended up in over my head. When I got there, everything was pretty normal. There were folks on the shore having a picnic, enjoying the beautiful summer day, and the usual kids messing around in the playground across the street. I grabbed my camera, locked my car, and started making my way across the bridge. I took maybe 30 minutes to cross, longer than I expected. The island seemed to be completely empty, so I began searching through an abandoned home, confident in my solitude. So many of them were destroyed. Roofs and walls collapsed from years of disregard. Some houses so decrepit I couldn't even enter. But there was just enough left that I began to really feel bad for these people. They had no time to pack and leave. Family photos were strewn across floors, and belongings were still packed in drawers. I even saw a table that looked like it had been set for dinner, however many years ago. My sympathy turned into suspicion as I ventured further. Many of the houses had the same red graffiti in their attics, markings and symbols I had never seen before. I assumed it was just from kids messing around, but something about it began to trigger my paranoia. I noticed the sun was setting as I reached the end of the residential area. It was strange. I could have sworn it had only been a couple of hours. Last time I checked my watch, it had been before noon, and now the clock said 7:30 p.m. I brushed it off as just losing track of time. It was frustrating. I hadn't even gotten to half the town, but I knew I had to head back. The land bridge would be submerged soon, if it wasn't already. Sure enough, as I turned the corner when I head back earlier, I was greeted by nothing but the sea. The entire land bridge was underwater. I was stuck and alone. Or so I thought. Locked. Condemned. The windows are all boarded up. It's too dark to see anything through the cracks. How about now? And can I not get to this door? Oh, maybe I can. There's a pile of cut wood. It looks like it's been there for years. You know bugs are living La Vida Loca in there. Okay. I just want to make sure we couldn't enter any other area of the house. I love the look of this, by the way. That wide shot of the house. Just the kind of gaming I expect from Mr. 66 of 65%. Dude, her leg tattoo is hot, too. It's very good. What do you mean? I'm not alone. The backyard's completely overgrown. Father's journal. I finally put the piece together the day you asked where John was. At first, I was confused, thinking maybe you forgot his exact address and wanted to send a letter. I laughed and replied with an address of your home our son had been living in there for the past 2 years with his wife and new grandchild. I won't ever forget the look you gave me, perplexed and confused. You asked, what is he doing there? When I told you that he moved there for his job, the expression in your face darkened. I could tell something wasn't adding up for you, but you just slowly shook your head and walked away. How could you forget that? I knew we were both getting on in the years, forgetting little things that were understandable, but we had gone to meet our granddaughter only months ago. I wanted to believe it was just a momentary confusion. To this day, I still wish I was right. A dirty couch. That's a nasty little couch. Oh, you're a dirty little couch, aren't you? You little pervert. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm like this. The cabinets have rotted food scattered through them. Guys, am I a good narrator? Am I good at reading? Did they just leave in a rush? You couldn't pay me to open the fridge. Not my first rodeo. I like to, you know, give it a little character. Nothing particularly noteworthy? I want to check the love seats here. Oh, you know there's a fucking secret here. Is Dan a good reader? Decent? So you're saying I could be better. You take the bandage? Why do I need bandages? Select an item for your M0 Truths combined. Select the second item. You can use bandages and antiseptic in their own, or combine them to create a first aid kit. More junk, half boxed up. I liked your line reading on flirting with the couch. That was just me talking. The heck? So nasty furniture. Painting looks like it would disintegrate if I touched it. Old rotting clothes. Why would I need healing? It's just an abandoned house. Exactly. It's a big fucking tub. It's caked with years of filth. Despite everything, it's still you. Surprised to see a mostly intact mirror. Nothing in this world can convince me to use the bathroom here. I'd piss. Those don't stack. Not opening the shower curtain. Was really expecting a jump scare there. Is there a grandfather clock still working? That's no chance. You need to wind that shit way too often for that to be working this long. This room's a mess. Father's journal. 2. What if it's haunted? That's fair. We went to see the doctor today at last. It's hard to make out all the way to the city. When we were younger, it seemed like such a charming idea to have a house so isolated. It was our own little world. Now just getting groceries in the town is a hassle. I made the appointment and made sure you were ready to go. I could tell you didn't know why we had to. You didn't think anything was wrong. I've always had my head in the clouds. I'm fine. You're overreacting. You would tell me over and over. I didn't want you to think whether you remembered the reason why this was necessary. We're waiting on the scan results now, but based on how you were with the doctor, I'm not hopeful. You had trouble answering his questions and kept looking at me for answers. Why is this happening so fast? I held your hand in the over the stick shift as you drove home. As I drove home while you cried softly to yourself. I can't help but hate myself for thinking it, but we're close to the end. How did this happen so quickly? Only months ago, the sound of your singing filled the house as you tidied up, did the dishes, cooked us dinner. Now you barely get out of bed. Something inside of you is broken. Half of the time you look at me and see a stranger, but you won't acknowledge it. You just turn over in bed and try to go back to sleep. I wonder what you dream of. I hope it's the last fragments of our beautiful life together. Aw. Well, now I'm just sad. Dementia's, terrifying. And heartbreaking. You can access the map from your inventory by pressing back. Areas you are automatically tracked, and you can gauge their level of completion based on the static covering them. If there's more static, there's more things to do there. Cool. More dirty laundry? I assume it's dirty, can't really tell. Bedroom poem. Only a few days to notice how you used to be. The changes were minor at first. Forgetting your ring, leaving your keys, staring into nothing like you knew it was coming. And I saw it all too late. The bed you were buried in, trying not to be seen. Ghosts in white coats, what a terrible thing. Strangers' goodbyes, dreams of hearing you sing. The hour burns forever. 12:15. 12:15. Write that down, chat. This house is huge. Guess the person who lived here didn't think about what he was leaving behind. Old but pretty stylish. Too bad they're falling apart. Drawers are mostly empty aside from the occasional dead bug. A key? I sure hope when I pick that up, a monster doesn't appear. It's an ATM. Oh no, it's like a medical thing. Attic key. Starting to think this game's gonna be more depressive, yeah, or mega depressive. Ceiling collapsed a long time ago. Would you put an ATM in your apartment? No. Toilet paper. Father's Journal 3. I'm alone in the house now. All I have left are the keepsakes of a long life together. Oh, Rose! Rose! I figured it out. Wow, look at that. We got the clue. Looking at your young face, smiling and laughing on grainy film is a poison that sours my heart by the day. Seeing you alive, but knowing you are gone is more than I can bear. At least I have our memories. Chat, we could probably use that on the codes downstairs. You need to start leaving entire journals with one page written on them in various rooms. Yeah. Before you guys, like, if you're ever, like, move out of a place or something like that, just leave... Just leave, like, a journal page here and there.
12:15.
Processing your grief, moving past trauma, lots of dusty self-help stuff here. How'd you shoot so much video? Holy shit, that's a lot of VHSs. Maybe we should use the key. I'm doing too good. That was good. More unsettling old paintings. You know someone who was redoing the wallpaper in the house before they wrote creepy message? Oh, Jesus. Nothing creepy about these. Four slot inventory because addiction's a choice, yeah. It's like, drop the cigarettes. Torn paper. The message seems hastily scribbled. If this is real, if this place is what they say it is, I don't even know how I'll feel. Will it answer the questions that I and everyone who has ever lost someone have spent so long asking? And what if it does? Will that change anything? If I don't come back and someone finds this, I tried my best. Oh, Jesus. There's an empty relief. What looks like an object would fit. Okay, that was the little segment of that thing that we found. Digging the vibe so far? Same. Okay, so we opened up this because of Rose that I accidentally guessed immediately. Pushing. You can push some items to reveal new areas. When you're close to pushable objects, a prompt will appear. Move towards it. Rust might be the only thing keeping this washer together. It's quite a stockpile. Wonder if they were survivalists. No, I think they just lived too remote. Ah, that's a lot of shit. Imagine having like a cabinet or like a pantry this big. Imagine having money. Imagine being rich. Can you guys even imagine it? It's crazy. It is weird thinking about like growing up and stuff like that and like being lucky enough to like always have like a full pantry and, you know, stuff like that. Because as an adult, I feel like I appreciate it so much more, you know, like I could barely keep my little, like, I have two little like pantry, like cabinet doors, and that's my pantry. And like growing up, we had like an actual like, you know, like closet that was a pantry. And granted, like half of it was shit that was like just cans and bottles of stuff that like would basically never touch, but it's kind of wild thinking back. I appreciate it. You know, my parents provided. Wait, what? Father's journal. 4. I have to get up early to finish packing, but I can't sleep. I heard ungodly noises coming from the attic. Gonna go take another look. I haven't been up there in years. Not like I have anything left to lose. It's a lot of furnaces. Winter must get cold. Jesus. Damp hasn't been kind to any of this. Three bedroom, 3 bath with 8 industrial furnaces. Narcissus and Goldmund? Herman Hesse. Narcissus? 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 I don't know. He thought that all men trickled away, changing constantly until they finally dissolved, while the artist's created images remained unchangeably the same. He thought that the fear of death was perhaps the root of all art, perhaps also of all things of the mind. We fear death, we shudder at life's instability, we grieve to see the flowers wilt again and again and the leaves fall, and in our hearts we know that we too are transitory and will search for laws and formulate thoughts. It is in order to salvage something from the great dance of death, to make something that lasts longer than we do. Perhaps the woman after the master shaped this beautiful Madonna is already wilted or dead, and soon he too will be dead. Others will live in his house and eat by his table, but his work will still be standing hundreds of years from now and longer. It will go on shimmering in the quiet cloister church, unchangeably beautiful, forever smiling in the same sad, flowering mouth. You gonna say anything about the lit cigarette? Statue with a missing head. Looks ancient. Inventory space is limited. Yes, it is. This is our save room. There's still something in the save room. Or no, there's not. There's no static. It's just because I'm exploring it. Okay. So We just want to go back to that one room. Fatal Frame meets old school Resident Evil. Kinda. Yeah, nothing was really happening yet. We've just been exploring this abandoned house so far. And it's setting up some tension. Feels beautiful and sad at the same time. Intricately carved wooden emblem depicting a heart wrapped in thorns. Alright, so putting this in the door is gonna spawn the monster, right? There was a mysterious figure, there was. A little ghosty ghost walking around.
The air feels colder all of a sudden. Something has changed. If I go through this door, I may not come back.
Seems to have unlocked the door. Oh, that seems normal. That seems fine. Set the door on fire with my lighter. Oh my god! Oh. Oh, the door opens just fine for him. Thank you. Bro, you threw me in here. What's up? Ew, I'm covered in static. Is that where I came from?
What just happened? All those stairs and what was that thing chasing me? Now I'm somewhere. If this is the afterlife, it's not what I was expecting. Regardless of my expectations, I can't go back the way I came. Good. I'm not leaving until I get answers.
Good. A massive ancient-looking tome with pages torn out of the middle. Can't make out the text. The letters look like nothing I've ever seen. Thank God I got a working computer. Okay. Oh, that seems nice. Wait, that's where I came. Right? No. Once you record the camera, get ready by holding left bumper. While ready, you can aim with R. Once the target's in sight, the center circle of the reticle will fill in and you can take your shot. Oh, okay, just so it just turns red. I thought it was gonna be like a, you know, like a fill meter or something. Oh, it's the house upside down. That's cool. A lot of falling through TVs in a row. Yeah, but what about Rose? Look out behind you! Oh, it's me. Take the shot. You can use your weapon to defend yourself against enemies, but ammo and healing items are limited. Rock Cats mid-season trade cost the win. I know about the Yankees, but my grandfather always followed local teams. What's the camera equivalent of a knife? I don't know. Disposable camera? What the heck? Brother. Okay. I am not understanding. Okay, that takes entirely too many shots. Ham? Ma! Sick of ham? Try ma. Nice, first aid. Okay, okay. It's stuck. Dun, 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 dun. Squeeze through there. I remember when Sally's mom was sick, and they said she accidentally drowned. I figured out when I got older, though. Well, that's sad. There goes my smile. Is the water gone? No. Maybe I just need to go around lighting candles, I think.
My friend Sally lived here with her parents until her mom passed. She was a few blocks away, though. It wasn't this close. My grandparents' house. Or rather, my house. Everything here feels so familiar, but wrong somehow.
Water house? No, it's already wet. You don't want to overwater it. From the Office of the Academic Affairs, to whom it may concern, we've received a request to appeal for readmission to the university, and unfortunately, we've decided to uphold our original ruling. While we pride ourselves on the support of our students and are sympathetic to the circumstances you're going through, we cannot make exceptions, as it would be unfair to the rest of the student body. The GPA and attendance standards must apply to all, regardless of their personal issues. Admission will consider re-enrollment if the student enrolls at another college or university and maintains a 3.0 GPA for a full semester with adequate attendance. We recommend South Central Community College for local students. The decision is final. Best wishes, Hugh Dick. Hugh Dick. What a huge dick. Just more static. Every TV seems to be the same.
This hallway led to my bedroom, my sanctuary. As weird as it is, those lit windows feel comforting, like coming home.
Sensing a bit of bias in this memory. Chess for beginners, step 1. Don't suck. Is that a possum? Spent a lot of time staring out of this window, wishing for things to be normal, wondering why we were born to suffer. A plaque they gave to my grandfather. There was a bat, but it's missing. I can't tell what this piece is. It's a bishop. Well, fucking hold more then. Wait, what? How did I get hurt? Burst mod. Some mods can be used to modify your camera. If I like to remove a mod, just do is remove mod. Oh, sorry, I did it right. Wait, was that not a pawn? What the fuck is this? Is it a horse? It's a knight? I couldn't tell what it was. Take the... Oh, you're in a fucking night spot. What a bitch. I was just curious if I could win a different way. If it would do anything cool. Which one's dying? Wait, what? Oh, because I'm in checkmate. What a bitch. What a shit. What a little shit. What a bitch. I'm stupid. I know we won in one move, but I was just curious if we could do it and like just play a normal thing. He's just gonna move the book. Oh, he didn't move it there. That's incredible. I'm dumb. Whatever. We already won it. They added an actual chess spot for the game. It seems like it. Something I was reading the other day. Because the world is so full of death and horror, I try again and again to console my heart and pick the flowers that grow in the midst of hell. Hey, Calvi. Everything here looks just like I left it earlier today. Was that even today? Okay, so that was just a camera mod, I think. Nope, there's more to do in the bedroom. What did I miss? Oh, we probably need the bat is what it is, I bet. Always more to do in the bedroom. That's right. Dodged. Is that an inventory expansion, maybe? Obituary. JR, age 68. Nice. Almost nice. Beloved husband, father, and grandfather died unexpectedly Sunday, June 25th. JR was born in the Bronx and lived in the Bridgeport for 63 years. He retired in 91 from a long engineering career at Burke and Palmer Corp. After retiring, he spent his idle time in the beloved Platte St. Deli. He loved baseball, playing for the Burke and Palmer Diehards, and coaching North End Little League, NEL, from 78 to 85. Also a member of the chess club and Sacred Heart University. Many remember him as an instrumental support and preservation of underrepresented community and neighborhood, one where he and his late wife Joan raised a loving family. He's survived by 3 loving, devoted sons, 5 cherished grandchildren, several nieces and nephews. Funeral services will be held there. Light coming from the below is blinding. Uh-huh. I'm just that good. I don't even need to see all the steps. Solved it with my own sheer intuition. I can acquire 2 more items. Let's go. Huge. That's huge. That's huge, chat. Ooh, a little diorama. Depicting a small city near a mountain. It looks like the front car of the train's missing. Alright, we got a train. train to find. We've got a bat to find. We lit a candle. Okay. Interesting, they have like a little debuff they could do. Did that hurt me? No. Cemented over. To baseball. This seems safe. The red ones suck. Red stag's all I can see through the crack. Won't budge. Dealing with grief. Thank you for choosing this space to honor your loved ones. The grieving process can be long and difficult, but for many, simple rituals can provide profound comfort. There's no correct way to grieve, but we highlight some following methods that can ease the pain. Lighting a candle in a dedicated memorial space. Candles have symbolized hope, healing, and remembrance for many cultures and centuries. This can be beautiful and a tangible way to honor your loved one's memory. The soft glow of a warm flame can remind us of the enduring light of their presence in our hearts. Okay, so I need to find 2 more candles. I remember coming out here for air after the funeral. It was strange watching people console my family from outside. What could they have said to make it better? Nothing. Ma'am. Is that a hot dog? I guess it's just a first aid kit, whatever. I wish it was a hot dog. A snow glizzy, if you will. Dude, having a
I haven't thought about this place in years.
nice hot dog
It
on a...
was definitely dingy, but I don't think it was quite this bad. Although I wasn't paying too much attention back then. The divorce was distracting all of us.
Oh, hi. There's part of me that thinks putting tank controls on would actually be easier. Okay, I just took a picture of you. You're supposed to disappear for a second. There was gunk caked in the oven when we moved in, and my dad never got it out. It's even worse now. Why are you still alive? Get fucked. There's a weird, like, delay when you do something to combine where you have to wait for the text box to scroll. It's kind of slow. I was gonna say, there's gotta be something with the little possums, because I kept seeing them all over the place. Candle. This is where a kid lived. His parents were devastated when he fell. No one gave me the details, but what an awful way to go. Aw. Okay. We're done here. So we need one more candle. A woodwork candle, a bat, a car. Oh, you just come back? That sucks. Okay. That sucks. You know what? I also need to go pee. I'll be right back. I gotta pee. Chat. I'm back. Oh, look at the spider! She cannot speak or sing, and yet has nothing to bemoan. She thrives inside the void of time while we fear the unknown. She trawls the darkness, impatiently nimble but with might, and mortifies as instincts guides her hunger throughout the night. She paints majestic tapestry with nature in her brush, yet we will keep our distance, panicked if we touch. For us, we cower pitifully, ever fearful, young and old, Yet pray one day will garner strength to escape her stranglehold. Beautiful. Simply beautiful. I kept seeing you guys talk about billboard, and I was like, what are you talking about? Now I know. I looked up. I was more excited about the spider on the bridge. What if we take a picture of the eye? I can't. What if I go real far back, though? Oh, save. Nice. That's it. I made it. All those hours spent searching for anything, even just rumors where this place was. But in the end, it was all worth it. Not leaving without answers. I still can't believe what she did to me. Not even leaving a note. Were we supposed to move on and forget about her? I can't do that. And she should have known that it's not who she raised me to be. Now that I'm finally here, I'll get my answers and my closure. Here I come, Mom.
This doesn't make any sense. Is this the same room as in that house?
A little bit of grieving, are we doing? Curious what the cigarettes do. Okay. I think it's time to switch it up. This is great. I do want to continue this. But I'm kind of in the mood to just hop around from thing to thing right now. Let's move on.